Actually, so in this session we'll discuss, okay, how to integrate Selenium with Eclipse or Selenium with Java, okay, and then how to use Selenium WebDriver to launch IE, Firefox, and Chrome. At least, uh, at least we will work on at least three browser, okay, IE, Chrome, and Firefox. So, like configuration part, we will discuss in this session. So let's you should have to know, okay, you should have to go to the Eclipse, okay, this is the Eclipse, and create a simple Java project, okay. So we'll start with begin with, let me create a one simple Java project. So just click on new, click on Java project, and here I will write Selenium learning. So we'll learn Selenium, okay. So this is learning, we are learning Selenium, that's would create a one pack Java project with the name Selenium learning. So this is a simple Java project we have created. Can you able to see? This is a simple Java project, you see. So how to integrate Selenium with Java project or with Eclipse? So simple, this is Java project. What is Selenium? Selenium is nothing but a one source of source files, dot class files. Simply go to the official website of Selenium. Okay, what is the official website of Selenium? So you just search Selenium. Earlier it was Selenium hq.org. If you search like this, it will directly go to the dev location. So current website seleniumhq.org. Oh, sorry. This is the website. So it will goes to selenium.dev. Actually, it was modified now. So here on this website, you can go through the documentation of Selenium, and what is all you can learn here. Okay. So just simply click on downloads on this side. Click on downloads. Now current release of like latest release, like stable release of Selenium is what? You see, the stable release of Selenium is what? This one. Okay. So but now currently in market, Selenium 4 is in use, which is what? Alpha 6. So but we will go with stable version of Selenium. Okay. We'll go with Selenium stable version. Selenium 3 point something. Okay. Selenium 3 point something will go. So simply what I will do, I will create a, like on desktop, I will create a one folder. It is taking too much time here. Or right click. Okay, I will create one folder with Selenium library. Okay, within this folder we'll keep all the like required things, whatever things we'll require, we'll keep all these things here on this folder. Okay, just go to the location. Let's download the jars, Selenium jars. Simply click on this Selenium stable version 3.14.59. So I will download it on Selenium library on desktop. Simply download it. So it will take some time. So how to integrate Selenium? We integrate Selenium. We integrate first, once you download it, unzip it, and then attach this jar with your Eclipse ID. So it's taking time. Yeah, once you download it, just go to the location where you download this file and just unzip it. Just right click and extract all files, that location only, extract here. Okay, yes, I want to extract all the files. Yes to all. So why no? Let me extract all these files on this location. So this is Selenium. Oh, it's downloaded standalone. So actually it's downloaded standalone means only one file. So simply go to the downloads and you can click on previous release. Okay. So if you don't want to use standalone, just click on previous release, click here. Let me download all the jars. Actually standalone sometimes it won't work. Okay. And we are working with Selenium 3. So simply I will download Selenium 3.9. Click on this. You can download here also. Okay. So don't want to download standalone. So this is the more stable 3.414. And here guys, once you come here on this location, so we are working with Java. So you have to download this Selenium Java zip file. Selenium Java zip file. Okay. Always remember that. You can download there also, but there you will get a standalone file. But you don't want to download standalone file. We want this file so that all the source file will be comes here. Okay. So simply I will download this. So on the Selenium library location, it will take few minutes of times. Once you will get download it, okay, once it will get download, let me go to the location. Here is Selenium Java. Just right click, extract here only. Once it will get extracted, you will get this lib form and this two file outside the form. Okay, file. So we have to like, let me create one folder here, or let it be, okay, just close it. Now go to the location. This is the project, your project. Just right click on project, Selenium learning project. We are configuring Selenium with Eclipse or Java project. Just right click on project, click on build path. Okay, click on build path and just click on configure build path. This is the first way. Okay, click on configure build path, click on libraries and external. Okay, here you say add external jars. Click on add external jars. The moment you will click on add external jars, just navigate to the location where you have kept your external jars. So in Selenium on desktop in Selenium library we have those jars. So go to the lib folder, select all and attach all. Again click on add external jars, come outside. You have these two jars. Okay, this and this, resource file and client combine those, apply it and click on OK. The moment you will use apply and click on OK, here you will get a reference libraries. You see here you will get a reference libraries and all those jars which you have like source files, which will get added into this reference library, and you can able to use all those like whenever you want to use those jars. Means what, dot class files, simply a class files, you can able to use in your project. Okay, so this is like first way. Now second is what, how we can able to launch any browser. So for testing purpose we should have to launch the browser and you should have to execute your test cases against that application, against that, like on which browser you are performing the testing. Okay, so you will launch your application on that browser, particular browser, and you can execute your test cases. So for that, how you can able to launch your browser? Okay, so how you can able to launch your different browser using Selenium? So simply create on src. I will create one package and we'll say um, browser launch. This is what browser launch package. Okay, simply right click on this, click on new, click a class, click on like create a class. I will say first class is what? Firefox. Firefox, we are launching Firefox browser. Okay, how to launch Firefox browser? So we'll write first script to launch Firefox browser, and let's suppose your application under test is what? Facebook.com. So we will launch the Firefox, and how to navigate to the Facebook. How will you navigate to the Facebook? Okay, this is your Firefox. Okay, this is main method. Just take main function as an execution engine. So always we use main method as an execution engine in Java. Okay. So how to launch Firefox? Okay. Actually in Selenium, to launch any browser, each and every browser having their unique classes. Okay. To launch any browser, any like Firefox browsers, IE browsers, any browser you want to launch, each and every class is having their unique classes, unique APIs. Okay. Simply the moment you create Firefox, the moment you will create Firefox driver object, what will happen? So you will get launch the Firefox browser. Actually, if you create a Firefox object, it will ask from which package you want to import this class. Import this class from org OpenKey Selenium Firefox package. Actually, we are using this Firefox driver class from one of the packages, and that package is coming from org OpenQA. Okay, org OpenQA Selenium Firefox package. Okay, somewhere here we are using common.codec exe and client combine. So not GUI or client org OpenQA. You see, from this package we are using org OpenQA Selenium Firefox. So this is for Chrome, this is for Edge, this is for IE, and this is for org OpenKey Firefox internal. These are the packages. Okay, from these packages simply we will use those classes. Simply we will use those classes. Okay, so here you see, the moment you write this statement, what will happen? The moment you write this statement, it will launch the browser. Which browser? It will launch the Firefox browser. But guys, remember, if you are working with third-party browser plugin and binding, so and you are not going to set a system variable for them, the driver path for the particular browser, then you will get a compile time. You will when you run, not a compile time, when you run this Java application, or when you try to launch this browser, if the browser is like above 48 version for Firefox, actually you are working with Selenium 3. Now you are working with Selenium 3. If you are working with Selenium 3 and your browser is above 48, it means you should have to set a system variable for Firefox. Okay, actually if you are working with Selenium 2, which is what, uh, any Selenium 2, and the browser is what, browser version is what, below 48 version, so you can directly launch by using this statement. But if you are working with Selenium 3, currently we are working with Selenium 3, and your browser version is above 48 version, Firefox browser version is above 48 version, you should have to set a system variable for that browser. Otherwise you will get illegal state exception at runtime. Okay, actually if you check what is the version of your browser, so you know that what currently working version of Selenium is what? Selenium 3. Selenium 3. And if you check what is the version of Selenium, like browser, the version of browser is above 48. That's what you will get for this application. You will get illegal state exception. Just because of that, the browser driver path, you have not set the driver path. Okay. Let me run this application and let's check the like what is the exception you are getting at runtime. Just right click, run as, run as a Java application. Okay, just click on run as and click on Java application. So here you can see run as and click on Java application. So observe carefully. It will try to launch the browser, but you will get a at runtime you will get a one exception called illegal state exception. Illegal state exception. When you will get a illegal state exception, whenever you are working with third-party browser binding and plugin, and you don't set the system variable path for them, then you will get a one exception that is called java.lang.illegal state exception. Why you will get illegal state exception? Just because of that you are working with third-party browser. This is the browser you are working. This is the browser you are working, and the browser version is what? The browser version, if you go to the Firefox, if if you go to the Firefox, and here if you check, just click on alt. If you click on alt, you will get this help link. Just click on help and about Firefox. If you click on Firefox, the version of Firefox is what? 79. Updated version of Firefox is what? 79. It is above browser version 48. The above browser version 48. You are working with Selenium 3 and above browser version 48. So if you are working with latest Selenium and browser version above 48, to launch that browser you should have to set a system variable path. System variable path to launch that browser. Okay. So if you don't set the system variable path, then you will get a illegal state exception. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Why you are getting this illegal state exception? Just because of that you are working with third-party browser. If you go to the location, like if you go to the official website of Selenium, and here you just check, just go to the home page. Just go to the home page. So we are working with third-party browser. That's what you are getting this exception. That's what you are getting this exception. Okay. So just click on download, and when you click on download, if you comes here, these are the languages Selenium supports: Ruby, Java, Perl, Python. Okay, Selenium client and WebDriver. So these are the languages. You see Selenium ID. These are the third-party driver binding and plugin. Actually, these are the third-party So what are the third-party driver binding and plugin? Like which browser you are using, operating system, all these are there. Okay. So for this third-party driver binding and plugin, if you search for that, you will get this page. Okay. For this third-party browser binding and plugin, you have to set, if you are working with third-party browser, so you have to set a system variable path for them. Otherwise, you will get compilation. Otherwise, sorry, why compilation error I am telling. Otherwise, you will get a runtime exception. That is called illegal state exception. Okay. So how to overcome this illegal state exception? Okay. To handle this illegal state exception, we have to set system variable path for that. So what is the browser version we are working? The browser version we are working, the working browser version is what? You see 48, 79 and something. You have to download a driver for that. Okay. So you have to download driver. Okay. Driver exe for that. So for Firefox, you have to download Gecko driver. Okay, Gecko driver. So when you execute it, you might think, you see in console you are getting illegal state exception. The driver path, the path to the driver executable must be set to the. It's saying one message, meaningful message. You should have to set the driver path executable path to the webdriver.gecko driver, and you have to download this driver. Okay, you have to download the system driver from this location, xyz location. What is the location? https github.mozilla firefox or gecko driver. From this location you can able to download that driver. Okay, or else you can download from official website of Selenium also. Let's just for simplicity we'll copy that location, github location, and we'll download this gecko driver. we'll download that Gecko driver. Just we'll go to the github.com Mozilla, and here, okay, we'll download that Gecko driver. Just click on WebDriver protocol is there, Gecko driver. In download releases, just click on release, downloads, releases. You see, currently is what? 0.27 something. Current release is what? Gecko driver for this is for Linux. This is for Linux 32-bit, but we are using for Windows. This is Gecko driver 0.27, Windows 32-bit. You just download this. So this will use, okay, this version is used to, like, if you want to work with any browser which is version above 64 of Firefox, you can use this driver exe, Gecko driver version 32.6. Just download this Gecko driver version 27. Okay, once you click on this, it will start. Always download Windows 32-bit zip. Okay, so let me download in Selenium library itself. It will download in the Selenium library. Once it will get downloaded, we'll go to that location and we'll set the system variable path. So what it is saying, when you execute it, it's saying you should have to set a system variable path with webdriver.gecko.driver. Okay, like that. So how to say system variable path for third-party browser and binding browser plugin? So just use system is a predefined class. Okay, the system class having a one predefined method like set property, system.set property. You can set this property in the form of key value pair. Okay, at runtime. So you just use this webdriver.gecko.driver and you just specify where exactly this driver path is there, where exactly this driver is there, that driver path. Okay, we downloaded that driver path in this location, driver exe we downloaded in this location. Where is the driver exe? You see Gecko driver dot. So let me create here one folder for all driver. Okay, let's create one folder here. Right click, click on new, click on folder. I will write all drivers and we'll keep all drivers there. Okay, just I will extract this. Once I will extract, so the driver will get extract gecko driver.exe. So this is gecko driver.exe. This is the driver. I will drag and drop there in this location. I will just right click, shift, and here you will get a copy as a absolute path. Okay, click, right click, shift, right click. Okay, where is copy as path? Here you see copy as a path. I will copy this as a path. Okay, just copy that path location of that file and just paste it. Okay, copy the location of file and just paste it. So in Selenium, in Java, to specify the path, you should have to use two backward slashes or two forward slashes. Okay, so or else one backward slash is enough. This is the forward slashes to specify the location of that file. Okay, simply I will specify the location of file where my driver exe is there, where the driver exe, okay, driver exe we have kept to set the system variable path at runtime, so that I will not get any java.lang.illegal state exception, any java.lang.illegal state exception. This is the driver. So I will create a reference for this Firefox so that I can able to navigate. I want to launch the Firefox as well as I want to navigate to the, so to navigate to the any location like any server, just use driver.get method and just tell this is the, let us suppose this Facebook is the your application under test, www.facebook.com. This is the application you are testing. Let's suppose this is the application you are testing. So first we will set the system variable path for this Firefox. Then once you set the system variable for Firefox, then we, by using this statement, okay, first this is called setting a setting up system variable path for Firefox. Okay, setting up system variable path for Firefox, and this statement is nothing but it will launch the Firefox browser, and it will, so below statement, it will navigate to facebook.com. It will navigate to facebook.com. Okay, let's check simply control F11 to run this file. Just use control F11 to run this existing file. So let's see it will launch the browser and navigate to the Facebook or not, or else again we will get a illegal state exception or like that. Okay, it's it's listening some info. You see, listening some info on the, running the information on this location, see profiles, Mozilla Firefox and all, and it should launch the browser Firefox and navigate to the Facebook. Okay, so this is a JavaScript error, not an issue. So it's launched the browser, I think. You see, it has launched the browser. So let's check it's navigate to the Facebook or not. Yeah, it's loading, and automatically it will navigate to the Facebook. So based on version, you should have to download a driver exe. Okay, you see, you're on Facebook page now. You're on which page? Facebook page. So this is the Facebook page. Like that, you can use to launch the browser, and navigating to the particular page. Am I clear? So how we can able to use launching the browser and navigating to the particular page? Testing application under test. Like that we will go. Am I clear? Am I clear or not? New batch, new folks, Ashes, it's Aarti.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, good, good. So write down, guys. Launching, Firefox and navigating to, launching Firefox and navigating to, launching Firefox and navigating to application. So navigating to facebook.com. Just say navigating to facebook.com. So in an interview room, they will like you will get a one question like when you will get a illegal state exception. So you should have to know when you will get illegal state exception. Okay, when you are not going to set system variable path for third-party browsers. Okay, then we will get illegal state exception. Okay, write down. First write down this application, then we'll write down, guys, in note. In note, write down for the above script. For the above script, if you don't set, system variable path for Gecko driver, then you will get runtime exception. Called illegal state exception. Called illegal state exception. Called illegal state exception. Okay. So mandatory to set system variable path. Mandatory to set system variable path for third-party browser. for third party browser, before going to launch, the browser, before going to launch the browser. Yeah, got it. Am I clear with this, Firefox?